Easy work. Easy work. Easy work. Easy work. That's what we expecting whenever we play against the Brooklyn Nets. This ain't old Brooklyn either. This is new Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like we gotta distinguish who we playing against. This is new Brooklyn. This ain't old Brooklyn. So when I speak about Brooklyn, this ain't Eastern Parkway, Bedford Stuyvesant. This ain't none of that. This ain't Brooklyn Tech era. This ain't the Decepticon era. This ain't none of the iconic eras that we know as New Yorkers to be that thing. When they say Brooklyn keeps on taking it, yeah, they meant that. We talking the old skate key era when they used to book niggas in the back of that 2 train. I was young back then. I used to go to the skate key 11 to 1, 1 to 3, maybe a 3 to 5. But you had to get up out of there before the 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 11 to 1. You know what I mean? Before the older kids got there, that's when the hustlers popped out and shit gets sticky. And the stick up kids show up. This ain't stick up kid Brooklyn. This is new Brooklyn. This is, walk your dog in the middle of the night without a fear in, you know what I mean? No fear in the world. New Brooklyn. Starbucks. Whole Foods Brooklyn. This ain't old school Brooklyn. This ain't A train, F train, 4 train all the way. This ain't the D train to Coney Island. This ain't none of that. This ain't none of this. This is new Brooklyn. Y'all was talking. I'm gonna always be on that with y'all. Y'all was talking crazy to us when y'all had Kyrie and Katie. I'm never gonna forget it. And I was in the town when y'all was talking sick. Now look at you. Things are back to normal. We see what you're trying to do. We get it. We see what y'all trying to do. You trying to get you a lottery pick, ain't you? You trying to get you a lottery pick. That's good because we gonna help you. And we not only gonna help you, we gonna help all the other teams that want a lottery pick. Who y'all want? Y'all want the kid from BYU? You want the Boozer boy? You want Peterson? You want Cayenne? Who y'all want? What pick y'all want? We can facilitate it. We'll help you. Any of y'all teams that want y'all a lottery pick, even you positioned all-star, even you positioned playoff teams with your perennial all-stars and your superstars and great coaches, if you want you a lottery pick, late first round, mid first round, top second, we can work that out for you. Whenever you see us on the schedule, just know that we're coming to help. We're coming to lend a helping hand, help you get your lottery, your mythical player that's going to help your franchise get over the top. Not over the top of us, but the top of your situation. You know what I mean? Make it a little better. We here to stay. This is a long time overdue, champ. We should have been in this long overdue. We should have never left the top. If you want to get technical, we should have never fell out of the top 3, top 4, top 5. But we ain't gonna get into that. You know what I mean? We had the Brooklyn Nets last night, the new Brooklyn Nets. You know, they remind me of the old, Reggie Theus, always losing. Shout out to halftime. You know what I mean? Hang time. I'm sorry, sir. Hang time. Anthony Anderson was their point guard. He should be their point guard now. They should let Anthony Anderson be their point guard right now. Blackish. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we ain't never letting up. And it's always going to be up with us. Y'all want y'all a lottery pick, we going to help y'all get there. You playoff teams, you teams that we going to help all y'all get all the picks y'all want. We helping everybody get a pick. You get a pick. You get a pick. Everybody can get a pick. Y'all can have it y'all way. We gonna help y'all get y'all pick. We gonna help y'all. We losing is not. We're not even thinking about losing. We just coming to perform. The losing is for you. The loss is our gift to you to help you get to your draft pick. We already built our house. Let's see if you can build your house and rebrand your package in front of us like we did. And for you new Brooklyn Nets fans, we not letting up. It's personal. These ass whoopings is intentional. This is intentional work. Wherever we catch y'all, this is what it's going to be, a L. We handing out L's to y'all immediately. Immediately. And I know what y'all thinking. At some point, you're going to overcome. Nah, your brain is lying to you. Your brain only repeats what it's experiencing. And you're experiencing a lot of losses. That's going to be your experience when you see us losing. I know you're going to think one day we going to win. Well, it's going to be you got a long wait. Some of these players ain't going to even be in the league no more by the time you get a chance to beat us again. Your mind is playing tricks on you. You're going to lose every time you see us. We're going to see that we help you get your lottery pick. It's just what it is. We providing the losses so you can have your fantasy. You're welcome. It's the first night of a back-to-back. We made it look like it was the first night of a easy night. We just went through. We're beating these sub 500 teams with the fundamentals. We ain't even start working yet. This is just the fundamentals. We ain't got to get. This is what championship shit look like. Against the lesser competition, you beat them with the fundamentals. When they considered us a lower tier team, I want y'all to peep this. When they were considering us a lower tier team, they had superstar after superstar stacked together. They were not beating us with fundamentals. They were beating us with superstardom and favoritism, brand deals and cooperation and relationships. We were losing to the machine as a whole on so many different levels, from so many different industries. You can't have your marquee player lose to the Raptors by 25 and he got a shoe coming out or he got some headphones coming out. It'll fuck up the money. Huh? You can't have Pascal and OG and Fred come in there and drop 30 and then y'all lose by 25. You can't do that when you trying to sell something. Brooklyn, you lucky. Woo, you lucky. I was getting there. My nephew just came in from school. Had to let him in the house. They let him out early. A little earlier than I thought, but let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter what the Brooklyn Nets say to us, they're always going to be that stepping stone. You know that stepping stone that you need to get ready for the real action? They're the warm-up team. This was a beautiful, perfect one. This went as good as it can go. When you have the Cavaliers who are 12-6 as the second team of a back-to-back, and we mind you, we rested Jakob Poeltl. We ain't let him play tonight. We rested him. We rested him because we need him. And I'm off tonight. And this game is on Peacock. And guess what? I got Peacock. I'm pause. I know what y'all gonna say. Pause. But we gonna be ready tonight. This was the workout we needed. This was the workout we needed. So here we stand. We did them dirty. We dragged them the way we were supposed to drag them to get ready for the Cavs. This is a good workout. We 12-5, second in the East. You understand me? We're still holding that spot down. 5-2 at home, 7-3 on the road, 11-2 in the Eastern Conference. So we're not letting up. And we're not letting teams, just because you in the Eastern Conference get the easy night off. We're gonna put you to the we're gonna see what you about. Ain't no easy nights. 11 of the last 12, 7 in a row. You know how I feel about the 7 in a row. Y'all know how I feel about that 7 in a row. This is our first 7-game win streak in a long time. It's been a long time since we had one of these. And to have it so early in the season feels good. Feels better than I thought it would at this point. I thought it might take a little bit longer, but listen, it's better sooner than later. You know what I mean? And in this game, we treated it as if we had to use the fundamentals to beat them so that we didn't overexert ourselves. And it worked out perfectly. We came out and took control of this game, and we didn't play down to the competition. That's key. Like on any given night, an NBA team can step up and beat you, but that's only if you play down to the competition in most cases. If you don't let them get what they want and get to their spots and have it their way, they really can't beat you. And that's what we saw last night. No matter what they did, they had no answers for what we were doing. It looked easier than when I saw on paper. Like, we're talking about we dominated 3/4 of the four. 3 of the 4 quarters we dominated. It didn't, and we made it look easy. And it wasn't just the point differential didn't tell any of the story. It was how effortlessly we were executing and getting it done. Shot selection from the first quarter on, ball movement, hitting shots. Like, it's one thing to have ball movement and getting the best shot possible, but knocking the shot down is beautiful. Because you don't always get a chance to execute at a high level. You don't always get a chance to get it done at this level with a young team. The way that we're shooting as a young team, without a shooter like Steph Curry in the mix, without a Marquise, we're literally shooting 47, 48, 49% from the field, 50, 47, 48% from the three-point line, without having one guy hold the percentages down. This is a team performance. These are all team performances as far as shooting is concerned. And we expected Brooklyn to fight back. We expected them to fight back, but it's just not enough. We ain't gonna panic against y'all. Fuck out of here. We just gonna keep working, and we gonna bridge the gap. You create a deficit, we gonna chop it down. You do anything that gives you any type of leverage, we gonna chop it down and bite into it. We're not allowing you to get in position or get control of this game if you don't deserve it. You're gonna have to beat us, because we're not gonna beat ourselves. Our core players, Scotty, RJ, quickly, Mamu got busy. The bench got busy. Brandon is still, you know what it is. Like, what are we going? We did what we were supposed to do. We got the momentum back in like, there was no reason for us to even get close to ever losing control of this game, and it looked like it was just easier than what we expected. Like, we're better than I expected us to be at this point. This is something I expected towards the end of the season or mid, but to start out like this, and it's not like a feel good type of thing. It's like, this is just what we doing. The field is not good enough to stop us from doing it. And we knew this day was going to come because the field was getting softer and weaker as the years went on. As long as we kept true to our championship roots and kept building correctly, we were going to get to this point eventually, whether this year, next year, or the year after next. But I always saw us getting back to the point where we were dominant, because the competition isn't good enough and don't have the front office personnel or the players available to get them to where they need to be to compete against someone who genuinely wants to win. They are relying on superstardom to beat us. That's the only, and that's not an answer. That's a band-aid on something that needs stitches or operation. Last night, we had 8 players in double figures. We had 119 points with 8 players in double figures, which is 47 points from the bench. When is the last time you saw a team have 119 points with 8 players in double figures, shooting 50% from 3, hitting 15 threes, and 46% from the... I don't even know this. Listen, we shot 90% from the free throw line. Like, we've been wanting a team that can shoot. There is no reason why we shouldn't have had any of this sooner. Like, for us to have it now is incredible. We could have had all this sooner. Like, 30 of our 39 shots were assisted. You know what I mean? 26 points off of the 19 Nets turnovers, almost over 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. We're talking greatness. And it was an effortless performance. It didn't look like we were straining. Everybody is healthy. Everybody's ready for the second game of the back-to-back, which is the Cavs. Everything is in proper perspective. This looks like some young OG shit right here. This is some young OG shit. If you're asking me, this is some young OG shit right here. They looking like the young OGs of the game, as they should. Like, how often do you see a young team control the pace and dictate the rhythm the way we do? The way we're doing it right now. And we're not relying on one guy to do it. A lot of these teams that have young guys, they have that one guy that carries them a lot of the way. And when he's not there, they don't look the same. We have multiple guys playing their position. We don't have a super duper star. We don't have an MVP-esque player. We don't need one. We just need to beat whoever you put in front of us. It don't matter. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? And we're looking like a contender for whatever people talking about. Whether it's the whether it's the World Cup or whatever this cup of water they want us to play in or play for, whatever you want us to play for, it means something. Let's get to it. Like, I don't care about this cup shit. I don't care. Okay, we playing for a cup of noodles. We don't. It's to the point now where we just want to win, and that's what we care about. But I don't care about the cup as much as I care about the playoff performance. It don't make no sense for us to win this cup and then not do well in the playoffs. As long as we get out the first round, we're good. This was a successful season because we're doing like this. They're raising the expectation with every game that we're playing. So now all we have to do is continue to stay this path and get out the first round. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. You know what I mean? This would be way more than anything we expected. But if we don't get out the first round, all right, cool. We still got work to do, but we're building. We're making progress. But this cup shit don't mean as much to me as a playoff performance. But it is what it is. It's something to play for, and I'll accept it. You know what I mean? The way we were able to identify and punish mismatches last night. And mind you, the Brooklyn Nets are all of them are mismatches. Every last one of them on the Brooklyn Nets, the new Brooklyn Nets are mismatches. They're all fucking mismatches. Whoever you call out, whoever guarding who on out, it's a mismatch. They're all mismatched jerseys, mismatched socks. It's just all the way across the board mismatches. The way we moving the ball and the way guys are moving around, they better pray we don't implement any type of form or fashion of the triangle. Because we're looking at these teams while we're moving around. These guys are really not trying to run with nobody. They're not trying to work like that. We're getting a lot of easy layups off of the basic cuts to the basket, basic ball movement. Like, we're not doing anything phenomenal. We ain't even get to the good shit yet. We're just beating them with the fundamentals. And that's what you're supposed to do as a professional team. You know what I mean? Being able to play like that and having our game start to inside out, whether inside out or outside in, we look like we're better than the competition no matter how they slice it. You know what I mean? We play that, we're playing at our pace, and and it's beautiful to see that our pace is intertwined with winning and dominance. A lot of I hate it when we played and it looked like we were playing at a different level than the competition. And a lot of it wasn't our fault because we knew what it was. 8-on-5. We knew what the whole shit was. 72 fucking away games. Like, that shit it was diabolical what they did to stop our progress. And now that they can't, it's the same. Listen, as long as you got the basic belief system and the core origin of what a winning basketball team is, as long as you get people who are going to buy into playing basketball once again, you're going to be successful. A lot of these kids now are just into the NBA to monetize their playing style or monetize whatever basketball skills they have, get these brand deals, make some money, move. It's like rappers in the industry. The rappers now, they're not really caring about being MCs. They just want to get a deal, get a house, get a car, get on their feet, keep it moving. That's the same thing with basketball. They're not looking at it as this is a career. They're looking at it as just something to do. Let's get paid. Let's run it up and see how far we can go and get up out of here with the bag. That's all it is. That's exactly what this is looking like. But we got guys who genuinely want to win basketball games, and we're better than the competition, and we're playing like it because we care more. And that's what this is about. You can tell who really cares about winning and who's because the organization will put you in a position to be successful. You know what I mean? A lot of these times, and the players are also get into this element of trusting the coach and playing like they're supposed to play, and not be bought into, I need my contract, we're paying this guy, play him. We're playing whoever can hoop. And it just so happens there's a hierarchy. We stick to it, but we're not stuck to it. I want to see what it looks like when certain guys get hot. Are we going to roll with it? I think we have a good enough team to beat you with anybody playing well. We're going to leverage whatever great performance we get from anybody, whether it be a bench player or a starter. We're going to get to that point where it's like, yo, he got the high hand, mix him in with the starters. He got the hot hand, mix him in with the bench. Let's see how far we can go. And we're going to keep applying pressure. And the fact that we're able to apply pressure from the gate and then end the game well and then have these iconic third quarters, you never know what quarter is going to be the quarter we break the game wide open. You know what I mean? And we're maintaining this momentum that we have also, which is like this thing where you're starting to see a team that genuinely is learning how to win basketball games while still being considered a young team without a definitive matured star that the NBA can hang their hat on as of yet. It may be another year or two before the NBA starts to favor whoever our prominent player is, if they do that at all. They might never have to. They might have to just put the crown on the whole team. Which would be the best case scenario. That way you don't separate Michael from the Jackson Five the way they love to do. You know what I mean? And we keep stacking these bodies, we keep stacking these wins, and we keep finishing these plates that they putting in front of us. We're gonna be better off than a lot of these teams that they're favoring, and they're gonna have to start putting us on TV. They don't have a fucking choice. They're gonna have to start putting these performances on television because kids have to know that basketball is back in full effect. Winning as a unit is back in full effect. You're gonna have some superstars, but the NBA has these moments where you got superstars, but then you have these teams that just know how to play and win together, who are a problem for these teams that just simply want to sensationalize star who the league and the system is going to cater to. If that does not work, then you don't have a choice but to understand that you're going to need a whole gamut of players to win now. And there's not a lot of productive products out there. You're going to have to build that. And it's going to take time. That window of opportunity that we have in front of us is just getting wider and wider. And it's going to last. This 15 minutes that we got is going to last a lot longer than people expect because what's coming in can't compete with us. You can get whatever combination of these new dudes from Cooper Flag to Wimbyama, they not gonna be able to fuck with us. I'm sorry. And every market is gonna have one of those stars to move forward with economically. You're not gonna have enough of the ancillary pieces who really want to hoop and help you win to fuck with what we doing. It's just what it is. We gonna keep beating y'all. Our coach is better, the structure is better, infrastructure is better, players are better. We execute better. Our fans are better. I want to see how y'all rebuild when it's time for y'all to rebuild. Let's see if y'all can do a soft rebuild in front of the world. You know what I mean? And have the timing that we had. Because now you got to find the right pieces. And I'm looking at what's coming in. You got 30-year-old college players now. You got 30-year-old freshmen now. Now, if you don't get you ain't gonna never get a good bench. Ever. Not good enough to beat us because you don't know how to put it together. You got to build it. You got to know how to spot the right talent, the right personality, there's a lot that you got to be able to spot. And you got ex superstar players or ex star players or ex good players who really don't know how to identify anything that's different from their style of play. They identify with people who remind them of themselves. So you're going to get an approximation of the player you sending out to go get these new young kids. And that ain't going to be enough to beat us. Because even if you put a young version of some of these guys in the front office up against us, we smoke their ass too. Fuck out of here. But the reality is, it's just our time. And let's see what you do when it's your turn. We see the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to help all y'all get y'all lottery picks. We're going to help all y'all get the picks y'all need and get in position in hopes of getting that lottery ball to bounce, get you your bow wow moment with your lottery ticket and see what happens. We're showing you what winning is supposed to look like in 2025. That's all it is. We doing our job and we going about our business. We're gonna pray for you in that prayer circle at the end of the game, and we're gonna get ready for the next demolition that we got to create and put forth. We got the Cavs tonight. We got to finish our homework and hand it in and go on to the next assignment. I don't think we worried about the Cavs as much as the Cavs should be worried about us. You know what I mean? We're more than prepared to play against them. Let's compete and see what happens. You know what I mean? As long as we competing against the upper echelon and destroying those plates that come in the form of sub 500 teams, barely 500 teams, lottery pick teams, we're gonna be fine. It's gonna even itself out. It's like playing poker. That's all it is. It's just like playing poker, playing no limit. You're gonna lose. If you play long enough, you're gonna lose a big pot. But you build the big pots by winning all the small pots. That's how you build the funding for the big pots. So when you lose that big pot, guess what? You just lost all the small pots that you've been winning along the way. And then when you do win a big pot, you leverage that to the hilt. But these small wins that we're getting, if we ever do take a loss to a team that's prominent, we ain't gonna even notice it because we can always go feast on that and then come get right and then come and beat y'all. It's a 50-50, if that, 60-40 for us, depending on how it's refereed or, you know what I mean? But I like that. It's a genuine 50-50. It ain't no 50-50 up in the air. No, it's like genuine. Listen, it's a problem. We get control of this game, you're not going to beat us. That's going to start being the expectation. We're experienced enough to get control of the game and never relinquish it. Never let up. Stay relentless for the rest of the game and stay active. We have the ability to beat you. And it's known and it's respected. And we understand that this is all a process and there's a lot of solutions that we got to find to the problems that we're going to face going down the line when we get towards the playoffs and the expectations are higher. And that's the one thing, that's what makes it tougher. Guys are playing with expectations, and then when they fall short, honestly, we got to give them a little bit more grace, and we ain't gonna have a choice to, because they putting it down so heavy and winning games they're expected to win, that if they ever do let us down, it's just on to the next one. We ain't got to take it like it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? We conquered a lot of demons over the last few weeks. Like you never know how these seasons are going to start out. They gave us the toughest schedule that they can conceive for us to stop us from getting. We're a third of the way to that bullshit 36 they were talking about. We might have 36 wins by fucking the end of what by mid-February, maybe the end of February. We got over 36 wins. I know we're gonna have over. I give us over 46. We'll say 46. I think that's a genuine number, but 36 for sure. When they said 36, that was crazy. Now look, now I don't. You know what they're gonna do? I almost guarantee they're gonna freeze it. They're gonna feel like it was some insider shit. Cause ain't no way we 36 wins. Shit, we almost got that right now, and we're dominant. Yeah, yeah. We about to see some fuckery. We about to see something go down. Everybody ain't gonna get paid, but it is what it is. We here to shake shit up. That's just how it's supposed to be, and we gonna see. We got the Cavs tonight. It's gonna be genuine competition. We'll see. I believe we're the better team, and at this point, we're the best team in the Eastern Conference. That's just what it is. You're gonna have, and if you feel like we ain't the best, you still got to see us to see how good you are. We're the barometer by which you're gonna judge yourself, your coaches, and the progress you're making. That's even more important than being fucking number one. We're the measuring stick for your progress and for your future achievements. You're judging yourself by our standard. We become the standard. And I would have it no other way. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.